now turn up.
Welcome. It is Marcus with Dynasty Football Dads. Wow, this orange shirt is really orange in this video. But we are giving away a Jerry Jeudy free signed jersey. All you have to do is be a subscriber for a chance to win when we hit 1K. Then we can keep doing some more giveaways here, which I'm excited. I want to do more giveaways. I want to do bigger and better giveaways. I mean, the goal of this channel is I want to give whatever it is, how much ever comes in, half of whatever it is. So, I mean, I would love to give away hundreds or thousands of dollars away. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. This is just kind of a fun thing that I like to do. So, it'd be kind of cool. I think so. I mean, hashtag Skull. Sorry if you are an NFC North fan that will be defeated by the Vikings. Maybe, maybe not. All right, so we're going to be doing the differences. We got some of the Fantasy Pros rankings, which we just did my differences of where I have players lower than what they have. Now we're going to do what I have players above. So players that I personally like compared to what I guess you could say the consensus is. There's a lot of consensus, but we're just going to do their consensus. Man, I can barely talk. Consensus. All right. So we're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9 players. All right. Swift and Dobbins, we get the duo, the double duo here, the sophomore running backs of Swift and Dobbins. Running backs that I think are being way undervalued at this point. I feel like this is where you start getting into your prime. Sophomore, junior year of, you could say, running backs. And you're looking at running backs that are 10 and 12 rankings-wise, 10 for Swift and 12 for Dobbins. And I have them at running back 7 and 8. I think these running backs are where they make these huge jumps. And these are the running backs where, yes, they're going to cost a lot to get, but they are going to be running backs that I would rather have than Zeke, than Henry, than Aaron Jones. I understand that those guys are in their second-year contracts and stuff like that, but I feel like Dobbins and Swift can, if not perform as well as them, just below them, but outlast them. So yeah, maybe this year they don't perform as well as Aaron Jones and Derrick Henry. Of course, that's probably unlikely for at least the Derrick Henry type, but you look at maybe 3 years from now, where is Dobbins going to be? Where is Swift going to be? And we're going to be talking about CEH a little bit here soon. Where are those running backs going to be in 3 years compared to where's Henry going to be? Where's Aaron Jones going to be? And I feel like those running backs are not going to be useful or that useful at all at that point. CH 16, I have him at 10. Okay, I thought my son was waking up. I have him at 10. I feel like, again, a top 10 running back. Yes, he has dipped a lot, but I feel like this is one of those very risky running backs. He's probably the riskiest of the top 10 because if he has another bad year, we're talking about him going against all analytics of running back, round one running backs failing, which, yes, there's a couple like Rashad Penny and stuff, but that was due to injury. Edwards-Helaire might be just based on talent. Do we figure out the talent versus opportunity? Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a talented player, not amazingly talented, not like I think like Swift and Dobbins, but I think can be utilized amazing in Kansas City's offense. He's like the best opportunity of any running back you could probably have. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The next one are rookie running backs. Rookie running backs, where's Jonathan Taylor? Oh, yeah, he's a top 5 running back. Where are some of these sophomore running backs? They're top 10 running backs. Who's going to be the next where's the next injection of some of these top running backs? Well, we have Etienne and Williams, 19 and 22 being ranked right now. And I have them at 13 and 12. I think Javonte Williams is ahead of Etienne, but 12 and 13 compared to 19 and 22. Yes, I love my running backs. I am the RB king. But when it comes to running backs, you need to, again, have like young running backs. And where are Cam Akers, Antonio Gibson, where are all these running backs being drafted or being ranked top 15? So why are these two running backs not being drafted or being ranked in top 15? Najee's ranked 11, and I have him ranked 11. But where are some of these other, where are the rookies? I have the rookies 11, 12, 13, right in a row. But these two go 11, 19, 22. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't think there's that big of a gap in drop off. We talk about Najee Harris's bad offensive line, blah, 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 blah. Javonte Williams and Travis Etienne, they're going to have an excellent second half of 2021, and you're going to go, crap, we ranked them too low. That's what's going to happen. You're going to see them move up, and you're going to go, oh, well, I'm just going to pre-rank them where they should be here soon. TJ Hawkinson, I don't understand this, Fantasy Pros. Tight end 6, why? I don't understand. He's my tight end 2. Yeah, I have him above Kelsey. Yeah, you have him below Pitts and Waller and I already said Kelsey and Kittle. I understand the Kittle argument, but I have Hawkinson very close to Kittle as my tight end, but Hawkinson as my tight end 2. He's going to be a target monster. There's arguments for tight end 1 versus more than tight end 6. I can't see him at tight end 6. I think tight end 6 is It's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. I don't understand it. I mean, would I rather have Hockenson or Pitts right now? Hockenson, hands down. I understand his target share. I understand that he can be a really good player. Pitts, we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it yet. So we could, I mean, maybe Pitts is the number 1 tight end in fantasy in 2-3 years. But Hockenson is right now, he's my number 2 with the bullet. Like, unless you're trying to compete right now and need that big, huge changing gap because maybe your opponent has Kittle and you have 2 awesome teams that are fighting battle and battle, then I would want Kelsey. But that's beside the point. All right. CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver 10. You go, wow, that's underrated? Yeah, because he's my wide receiver 7. Like, I have him ahead of a lot of amazing wide receivers. But I'm just, again, trying to predict the future because I think CeeDee Lamb is by far, I shouldn't say by far, because Justin Jefferson's, him and Justin Jefferson are the best wide receivers out of the 2020 class. And Jerry Jeudy is a very good 3rd wide receiver. But when it comes to it, I think CeeDee Lamb, if healthy with Dak being healthy too, that's 2 big ifs, I guess you could say. I think CeeDee Lamb could easily be a top 10 wide receiver. And I could see him being a top 10 wide receiver for the next 4 or 5 years. Like, he's the next, I would say he's close to like the DeAndre Hopkins type of wide receiver. Is he as talented as DeAndre Hopkins? That's still to be seen, but I think DeAndre Hopkins, you could see how he performed in the top 5 for like the last 5-6 years. You could see that with CeeDee Lamb. I could see that upside with him. And yes, I have him below A.J. Brown and Justin Jefferson, but like not far behind those guys. I mean, we were talking about a guy who I absolutely love. And if CeeDee Lamb, if you told me in 12 months, just fast forward and you're like, CeeDee Lamb being drafted as wide receiver number 4 in Dynasty football, I'd be like, yeah, I could definitely see it. I could easily see that. I would see that more than I would see him being at number 10. So number 7, I kind of maybe split the difference there. 2 more wide receivers. We got Courtland Sutton and Kenny Golladay. I feel like I've made like 5 videos on Kenny Golladay and Courtland Sutton. I understand the disrespect. I understand Kenny Golladay didn't go in an amazing spot in the Giants, but he still has a quarterback that is somewhat competent. Do I believe any of those wide receivers have any type of threat onto Kenny Galladay's target share? No. Slayton? No. I love Darius Slayton, but Shepard? No. Kadarius Toney? Not even close. Like, he is going to be the alpha in that group, and I don't understand why he can't have a top 15 year, or even like a top 17 year. But 22 is where he's ranked. I have him 15. Sutton 23. I have him ranked at 14. Sutton, I think, is amazingly talented. His biggest thing is wide receiver play or quarterback play. I don't know wide receiver play. Quarterback play. He has the same problem as Jerry Jeudy. And if they figure out the quarterback situation there, I understand Sutton's in that he's still young. He's still young. So Sutton, that's why he gets a little tiny edge over Golladay. I feel like these players could be really good players over the next like 5 years. And again, that's what we're looking for. Are they as good as the DJ Moore types, the Terry McLaurin? No, they're a step down. They're in a different tier. But I feel like that tier of wide receivers, along with like even below the Kenny, or even below the Godwin tier, but like in like the Allen Robinson, like I don't understand why those wide receivers are all just being like disrespected. I feel like Golladay, Sutton, Robinson, those wide receivers are just being pushed back into the 20s, and you're getting players like Jamar Chase and Devonta Smith and stuff, who I love, but they are being put into those early teens and stuff instead of these wide receivers who I have much more safety, like even Waddle's being put into these teams as well. And I'm like, come on, guys. Like, I would rather have Sutton or Golladay. Like, people get into this big hype. They want the wide receiver 1 overall, which Waddle could be the next Tyreek Hill. Yep, maybe I'm missing out on that, but I want a wide receiver that I feel like is going to be more safe. I mean, yeah, there's like maybe a 10% chance that Waddle becomes Hill, and a 90% chance that it's something else. Anywhere between wide receiver, like probably 3 and wide receiver 50. Like, there's a 90% chance of all of that versus the other wide receiver 1 or 2 that little maybe 5 or 10% chance. All right. So again, it's Marcus Dynasty Football Dads. We do daily Dynasty videos. Jerry Jeudy's Jersey. Whoop, whoop. All right. Let's get to 1K. Let's get to it. Let's get there so we can give that away and I can do more giveaways. I want to do more giveaways. And then we're going to be doing some leagues here in the summer here. We already have our first Patreon. So he'll be a part of the league as well here when we start creating more leagues. I want to. I would love to. I think that'd be fun. And we're going to do probably democracy rules on some of the settings. So if you want to choose some of the settings, figure out, be a Patreon, then we'll vote on different rules and stuff that we get to be a part of the league. So no kickers, no, none. Unless democracy rules, and then I'm going to hate democracy. All right. So, the Marcus Dynasty Football Dads. Peace out. See you tomorrow.
Now turn up.